It all kicked off with a dare. Me, Lex, and Jonah were standing outside that old, deserted hospital on the edge of town. Its broken windows looked like empty eyes watching us. The place had been closed since the fire a decade ago. Nobody ever went inside. But Lex, always the wild one, pointed at the busted side door with a grin. "Bet you can't last 10 minutes in there," he challenged. I probably should have just walked away, but I hated being called a coward way more than I was scared of the dark. So flashlight in hand, I slipped through the door, promising to be back in 10 minutes. The air was thick with dust. My footsteps echoed down the quiet, burnt-out halls. Graffiti covered the crumbling walls, and the ceiling creaked like it could give way any second. I kept telling myself it was just an empty building. Nothing alive inside. Then I heard it. A faint dragging noise like something being pulled across the floor. I froze, my light flickered, then steadied. Probably just rats, I told myself, but it didn't sound very convincing. I pushed on, passing burnt reception desks and broken glass. I walked past open doors leading to empty rooms, until I stumbled upon a long hallway I hadn't seen before. No signs, just doors lining both sides. Every door was cracked open, except the last one on the left. That one was shut tight, solid, clean. It felt off. Everything else was wrecked and dirty, but this door looked untouched. I should have turned back, but I didn't. I walked up and reached for the handle. It was freezing cold. Too cold. My breath fogged up in front of me, even though it was summer. I opened the door. Inside was nothing but a spotless white room with one thing, a hospital bed, and someone sitting up in it. A woman, pale, sunken eyes. She stared right at me. "You came back," she whispered. I stepped back. "I think you've got the wrong person. You said you wouldn't leave me," she said, voice breaking. "You promised you'd never leave me again." "I don't know you," I said, backing away. She slowly climbed out of bed, her feet scraping the floor as she moved closer. "You left me here when it burned. You locked the door." "No, wait, what?" I waited and waited. "Now you stay." I turned and ran, down the hall, through the maze of corridors. But the hospital wasn't the same anymore. Doors that had been open were now shut. The side door was gone. The exit signs were dark. Everything felt twisted. Then I heard the dragging again. Closer this time. When I rounded the corner, I saw her, not walking, floating, getting closer. I screamed. They found me the next morning, curled up in the hospital parking lot, muttering about a locked door and a woman who'd died. Lex and Jonah said I'd only been gone 5 minutes, but I still see her in my dreams. And sometimes, I wake up smelling smoke on my clothes with scratches on my arms, like I never really left that room.